In the story of modern technology, one name echoes louder than most. Bill Gates. The boy who once spent sleepless nights in front of a glowing computer screen became the man who built Microsoft, faced powerful enemies, survived controversies, and used his fortune to try to change the world. But who is Bill Gates really? A genius, a ruthless businessman, a philanthropist, or all of them at once? This is the untold story of Bill Gates, his success, his controversies, and his legacy. It all began on October 28, 1955, in Seattle, Washington. William Henry Gates III, a curious boy with oversized glasses, grew up in a wealthy but disciplined family. His father was a lawyer, his mother a board member of several companies. Education was not optional, it was destiny. But young Bill was different. He wasn't a star athlete, he wasn't the loudest in the room. He was quiet, focused, and obsessed with solving puzzles. At age 13, Gates found his true calling. His school, Lakeside, installed a computer terminal. In an era when most people had never even seen one, Bill was hooked. He would sneak into the lab, spend nights coding, and even hack the system to get more free computer time. This obsession would never leave him. With his close friend Paul Allen, Bill started experimenting with software. They launched their first small venture called Traf-O-Data, which aimed to analyze traffic data using early computers. The project failed commercially, but it gave Gates something far more valuable than profit: the confidence that technology could change the world. In 1973, Gates entered Harvard University. But classrooms couldn't hold his attention. He devoured books, but his heart was in programming. One night, Paul Allen showed him an article about a revolutionary new computer, the Altair 8800. Gates and Allen saw their chance. They rushed to create software for the Altair, even before they had access to the machine itself. When it worked, Altair wanted to buy it. That moment changed everything. At 19, Bill Gates dropped out of Harvard to pursue a dream that seemed outrageous at the time: to build a software company for a world that was just discovering personal computers. The year was 1975. In Albuquerque, New Mexico, Microsoft was born. The company's mission was bold: a computer on every desk and in every home. In the beginning, it was just two young men in a small office, writing code late into the night, chasing opportunities that most of the world could not yet imagine. Within a few years, Microsoft would become the beating heart of the digital revolution. In 1980, destiny came knocking. IBM, the most powerful computer company in the world, needed software for its personal computer. Bill Gates saw his chance. Microsoft didn't yet have an operating system, but Gates made a bold move. He acquired one from another company, tweaked it, rebranded it as MS-DOS, and licensed it to IBM. That single deal changed the course of technology forever. Microsoft became indispensable. Every IBM computer shipped with their software. The money began pouring in, and Bill Gates, at just 25 years old, was already a millionaire. But Gates wasn't stopping there. In 1985, Microsoft launched Windows. Suddenly, computers weren't just for programmers. They were colorful, interactive, and easier to use. Windows was not just software, it was a revolution. By the 1990s, Microsoft dominated the software industry. Windows became the global standard, and Bill Gates became the richest man in the world. But success brings enemies. Gates faced one of the fiercest rivalries in business history. With Steve Jobs, Jobs accused Gates of stealing his ideas. Gates argued that Microsoft's mission was to make technology available to everyone, not just an elite few. Their clash wasn't just about software, it was about philosophy. Jobs wanted beauty and elegance. Gates wanted universality and accessibility. Their battles played out on stages, in interviews, and in the marketplace. Both men changed history, but in very different ways. Yet the higher Gates climbed, the more powerful his critics became. In the late 1990s, the U.S. government accused Microsoft of becoming a monopoly, crushing competition, and stifling innovation. The antitrust trial was brutal. Prosecutors painted Gates as arrogant, controlling, and ruthless. For the first time, Microsoft's empire trembled. The trial dragged on, and Gates was grilled in depositions that made headlines. He was seen as evasive, even defiant. Microsoft avoided being broken apart, but its reputation took a heavy blow. To many, Gates was no longer the young visionary. He was the villain of Silicon Valley. As the new millennium dawned, Gates began to change direction. He stepped back from the daily operations of Microsoft and turned his focus to something entirely different: philanthropy. With his wife, Melinda, he launched the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which would grow into one of the largest charitable